In one of my previous videos, I talked about a huge scam ring that happened in the early 2000s that was exposed. And this one dude owned like 90 plus fake spellcasting websites. And the average person would have never figured it out. But because a lot of us are smart and the magic tool of Google, Yahoo, Ask Jeeves, Alta Vista, whatever was popular back in the day, we we the people investigated and posted on message boards asking questions, and you cross-referenced and found out, whoa, wait a minute, something is not kosher. And so the person got exposed. A lot of the sites went down. Unfortunately, some of the sites are still up, and people are still getting scammed out of their hard-earned money. Now let's talk about what happened in the early 2000s. What was very well known? A lot of these sites became popular in the early 2000s, especially the one I'm going to expose. This chick had purchased these websites in about 2001. What came out that year was Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Now, that came out in November of 2001. This person had their site come out in, I would say, April, July 2001. So the idea of magic was always popular, and the books were, as you know, older. So people knew to look up the whole idea. Oh, I want magic. I want to have the spells. I want to be able to have love and wealth and weight loss, change the color of my eyes. Sarah! Sorry, my dog. Change the color of the eyes spell. I mean, you name it, people wanted it. And people got this great idea to register these domains and post them to make money. Like, gee, I'm going to do very well. And unfortunately, down there, so I'm scrolling through and yeah, talking. Unfortunately, people got smarter, and as they registered their domains, they made a spellcasting review site. This one on here is a great example of fakery. The top 3 spellcasters and spellcasters so far in 2018. I love the background, totally old school. And it says on there, High Priestess Moriarty. We will make a video of that next time because that's a huge scam. And this person owns multiple websites. Warlock, whatever his name is, Black Magic Experience. I mean, right then and there, that's a flippin', that comes from a movie. I don't even know, but I could tell. I can tell it's from a movie. I don't know which one, but my gosh. Miss Manavine, Unique Art of Zodiac Footprints. A lot of these people who own multiple sites will make PR for themselves. And back in the day in Google, their algorithm was, and I used to own sites, obviously not in this subject matter, and I had a blog that was in Google News, and it was around the time Perez Hilton and Just Jared had just started off making lots of money. My blog was just being a mom and, blogging about stupid crap, and I got in Google News, and then when Google changed their algorithm, every article I wrote was taken out of Google News. It was not listed the first top 10. And of course, back then, if you wrote an article and you had backlinks, your site got moved up, higher up so people would see it. And so these people were smart and they knew that's what we have to do. So when you see these stuff like spellcaster reviews, these are not, I would say, something you'd see off of, let's say, Detroit News or Atlanta Journal or Daily Mail. This is like somebody owned it, it's promoting themselves sort of thing. Okay. So the site we're focusing on today is Andreika. I'm probably not even saying the name correctly. Now, this site's been around since 2001. For proof, Wayback Machine it. Okay, 2001, and the first one, the first time you see the website indexed is in April, or sorry, is the first time you see the site indexed is July 23rd, 2001. So I clicked over there, and that's what it looked like. It was a name. But what's interesting is when I went to this site over here that I'm going to talk about, this site right here was established, it looks like 2008. In 2009, and this is what I talked about in my previous article, my previous video. So in 2009, this person wrote this about this huge scam, okay, that had 90 or more websites owned by one person or two people or whatnot. Like they knew each other, sort of like a family of scammers, you know. So you had a family of scammers, and when they were exposed, all of a sudden the site went down. A bunch of the sites went down, but a lot of sites are still up. Andreika is very popular, okay, and he or she owned a bunch of sites. So this site here, so she owns this site, castrology.com, Spellmasters, and Madam Faith Web as well as her own. And they were, if you look at 2001 July, 2001 July, this is for the Faith Web one. This one is for Castrology. So this is her first site in February of 2001. And this is that Spellmasters, April 2001. So that you can kind of tell when the site was registered about how it first started. And so you look at the Wayback Machine for this one, for the Andreika. This was something she had started, and she hadn't done much. She did not do much with it yet. Okay. With FaithWeb, Madam.FaithWeb, this is what it looks like. It was just some cheapo site, basic site you had, and saying that I'm simply known as Madam, and I have helped many people like yourself. And of course, Castrology, you see, this is what the site looks like today. This 2001. In 2001, it looked like this. The best source for horoscopes, amulets, spellcasting, and much more. 1-year guarantee is approaching middle age. And so just a bunch of different stuff on there. And what was interesting, when I clicked on one of these on the bottom where it says to contact, this is where it got really cool. It showed up with, this is what it was like testimonies or contact or something, but at the ending was dassy.inc.com. And when I did the Wayback Machine, again, July, this is what it looked like. It went directly to castrology.com. And when I Google this, and when I Google the dassy-inc.com, just to give an idea, it's a LinkedIn, and this is for the, this is Love Spells and Wicca Spells, okay? And this was owned by the CAA, okay? So this is probably like, you know, when you have a business and you register it, that's where the checks are going to in that bank account. That's my guess. And of course, when you click on that, that's what it is, directly to everything they own. And Andreika owns, she has her own little link set up. I will cast a spell for you. Here's all my BS reviews, okay? Results may vary. Please see our testimonial page for details. Cheapo spells, again, you know, and when you see this is what you call the bullshit reviews, and these reviews are fake. And how do you know they're fake? Because if you're a well-known person, you're going to have probably a lot more reviews daily, I would say, and you would get positive and negative, and there are no negative reviews. But when you Google the name Castrology or you Google Andreika, you'll see a ton of rip-off report reviews. And sometimes sites will do what I call the internet diss. Best way to describe that, think of today of Eminem and that Machine Kelly dude, Eminem wannabe. You know, this Machine Kelly Eminem wannabe dude wrote this huge diss. It was like making fun of Eminem, basically. It was genius, although it was really bad what he said. And Eminem has a new CD or a new track he come out, or Eminem has new music that came out, And he's back to being Slim Shady because Eminem grew up, but they're like, we miss the old comedy rap, the old dissing comedy rap. So Eminem's coming back. He's going to rebuttal that diss. I can't wait for that. Um, but this is what sites will do, and this is what musicians do, and it's what you call PR. And sometimes their own people will do their own bad views of PR because, sorry, sometimes the companies that, so like Andreika owns several websites, but maybe she's dissing a site that she doesn't use very often, or maybe she wants to promote that site, so she'll diss another site he or she owns, because we don't know who actually owns it, and just to get more PR. It's all it is. Everything is PR. A lot of celebrities do that. And I mean, do you know the expression? Anyways, they're doing that just so they can get more money and get more people to be scammed. It's very sad. When I Google a lot of these sites, it's been around for a long time, because Google had changed their algorithms over the years. And when I mean changing algorithms, a big example, I had a couponing website a long time ago, and it was doing well amongst the other ones. And then Google's like, hey, we're going to change our algorithms. I don't know what they did. Any article you post should have been on the front page until the next website posted something similar. But the way it worked is, well, the way I felt it worked is, if you're grandfathered in, meaning you're getting 10,000 hits a day, Google will like you, so you will be on the first page. I was getting maybe 1 to 2,000 page views a day, so I was no longer on the front page, and I tried everything, and I did backlinks, and so long story short, my website, I gave up on it. I was making money, and Google screwed over everyone, so I stopped making money, and I stopped that site. And I pretty much stopped couponing because I eat healthier now, and there's not many coupons for healthy food. Okay, going back to these scam sites. So Andreika, Casology, and her other site, and I think she owns another one as well. These are all scams, and my job here is to expose the scams so that way you don't waste your money. They do refund your money. Sometimes sometimes they may make a excuse. Well, we can't refund the money to you because you did not wait 30 days or whatever it is. And what they do is they follow PayPal policy. And after, I think it's 90 days, it's not going to fly, with PayPal, because they're like, hey, you're not going to get refunded back. And that's what they're doing. That's their scam. I say this in every single video I make. I tell you the truth about magic. Is magic real? Yes. Is magic like it is in the movies? No. How do you know how magic works? Well, simple. We all are magicians. And I don't mean pulling a rabbit out of your hat type of magic. I mean, when you want something that much, you will it. You send positive vibes, positive energy to the spirit world or whatever it is, because the universe is huge. It's infinity. We don't know how big it is. And magic's been practiced since the ancient times. Magic is energy. So when you want something so much, it will eventually happen. It's just the time. And a lot of these websites will say in their disclaimer, we don't guarantee something will work. It's not instant. Or those who say they are instant, the spell will work in 24 hours is bullshit. It can't. People have asked me if I have purchased some of these spells from the scammers. I have, yes. I'm making these blogs because I want to expose the scammers. I don't want other people to lose their hard-earned money while these scammers sit in their butts, eating Cheetos, drinking wine, who knows what they're doing, laughing their way all the way to the bank thinking, well, I made 1,000 in one day. Well, these suckers lost all their money, for a scam. But do I believe there's actual spellcasters? Yes. Have I gone through that worked? Not really. But I do know when they cast spells because you feel an energy surge.